everybody, let's play Arc Raiders. Oh yeah. So I played Arc Raiders for almost 100 hours now, about 98 hours to be exact, and this is how far I got. So let's see. Alright everybody, Arc Raiders. If you like this channel, make sure you like and subscribe to the stream and all that good stuff. So here we go everybody, Arc Raiders, Arc Raiders, and we are in Speranza. And basically, I am new to the game. I played it, like I said, for going on 96 hours, and we're at level 44. So pretty much this is your character, and you get a bunch of stuff that you can do. I'm still leveling things up. The game is about collecting blueprints at first and pretty much looting, and then once you get strong enough, you go out and fight these big ass monsters called the Ark and try to raid all your resources at the same time. And then you get guys who PvP you and try to take your shit from you, so you gotta watch out for that too. So yeah, so this is pretty much how you play, and everybody who's on your team or whatever. And then this is your little hut where you go to and hang out when no one's around. Keep all your guns and shit. So my skill tree is not that big. Let's see, I got a few skills here, stuff like that. So basically you level up your skill tree, and you got mobility, you got survival, and conditioning. A lot of people say leave conditioning alone, but and move more into mobility first and then into survival. But I think conditioning is equally the same, because if you look at mobility, it gives you nimble climber at first, and then you get slip and slide, where you can slide down surfaces really fast. Then it gives you sturdy ankles, where if you fall off a building, you don't take a lot of fall damage. And then also here, marathon runner, moving across gives you less stamina, so costs you less stamina. And then youthful lungs, which increases your max stamina. And then as you go up, you get like carry the momentum after a dodge roll. Your sprinting does not consume stamina, so this is pretty much making you move faster in the game and more nimble, more lifelike, which is what you want because you're trying to get away from Ark, which are enemies, and players sometimes, which are PvP. On the survival side, you got an agile croucher, and once you get agile crouchers, your movement speed is crouching is increased. Then you move that into revitalizing squat. Stamina regeneration is while crouch is increased. In-round crafting, so you can craft while you're in the field. And then get as new under healing effect. Stamina regeneration is increased. So this is for survival. Looter instincts, when searching a container, loot is revealed faster, which is kind of cool because you don't want to be sitting there a long time. You make less noise when looting, which is important because you don't want to make a lot of noise. Suffering silence while critically injured, your movement makes less noise. So this stuff is like is important, but there's no revive, so I don't know how important suffering silence is. So let's see, use the weight. Wearing the shield doesn't slow you down as much. So that's the first thing that I like about conditioning. And then you get this stuff here. It's like Blastborn. Your hearing is affected less affected by nearby explosions, which is good because those explosions are loud as fuck and it'll shock you. Fight or flight. And when you're hurt in combat, regain fixed amount of stamina, has a cooldown between uses. So like as you fight, like if you're like shot or hurt, you'll regain stamina quicker. Survivor stamina, when you're critically injured, your stamina regenerates less faster. So like if you're critical on the ground, like your life bar won't drain as fast, so you can crawl to the door. Breaching doors and containers takes less time. I like that. This one right here, gentle pressure, makes less noise when you're breaching. That's a good one. So this is clutch. I think that you gotta move into this tier as well. Underburden roll, when your shield breaks your first dodge roll within a few seconds and not cost stamina. That's good. So if you're trying to like evade. So I mean, mobility is the most important. immediately, but I think equally you should move into survival and conditioning, because it's going to give you a well-balanced like player, right? So what you're playing for, legitimately are blueprints. So blueprints are like the most coveted thing in the game. You want to get all the cool blueprints that you can. Blueprints are located here in your blueprints are located in your inventory, and maybe not inventory. Excuse me, guys. I'm still learning the game. But anyway, so this is your workshop. So in your work, let's just go through that, and then we'll get to the blueprints. So in your, here's the blueprints here, but I'm just saying, here's your workshop. So when you get your workshop, you got a chicken. Your chicken is like called Scrappy. He scraps up all these materials, so you don't have to farm as much. So you level your Scrappy up. When you level your Scrappy up, you basically are able to get more materials from him. Okay, so like I said, let's start back. We are playing for blueprints, so we can craft the best weapons, ammos, and guns. And that takes a little bit of farming, and I do got quite a few blueprints. It did take some extensive farming. Some of them were given to me. Some were definitely hard farmed out in the world. So there's a system to blueprint farming that I've been using, and we're gonna kind of do that today, and get you all the blueprints so you can craft all the guns, defibrillators, stuff like that. There's still a few I'm missing, and it's fun to farm them. I know there's some sites that probably sell them, but it's fun to farm the blueprints. Everybody's going out, and initially what I'm finding is your first 100 to 200 hours of the game, you're farming blueprints. So most of the time you're farming a lot of blueprints. So basically, back to the inventory. So if we go to our workshop again, like I said, you got Scrappy, and Scrappy gets you all the materials. He just kind of gets them for you. And then, so you level up your Scrappy to a level 3. Right now, my Scrappy is a level 3, so, or going into a level 3. And he needs to be leveled up. I need 3 prickly pears, 6 olives, and a cat bed, which I have already. So now that we got that's Scrappy. So our workbench is only a level 1. I think that after Scrappy's fully leveled, then your workbench gets leveled up. I don't know how it works all the way, but this is all the stuff that you can basically create with all your scraps that you get. And then if you go to your gear bench, this is all the gear that you can create from your blueprints. So if you got blueprints for this stuff, you can create it. Also, if you go to your blueprints for your explosive station, these are all the things that you can create as far as explosives. So there's some things that you want to really get as far as blueprints, like you want to get trigger nades, you want to get there's actually some other ones like called what are they called, seeker bombs, seeker nades. I think I can make seeker nades. So if you go to, let's see, explosive, nope, I can't make seekers, but you want seeker nades. So explosives, there's your medical lab where you get all your defibs and your revives and your health and stats, stuff like that. The shield surge recharger is really, or surge shield recharger is really good. It is an awesome, actual thing. It recharges your shield very fast. Let's see, utilities gives you all your utilities. This is a cool thing, photoelectric cloak. You kind of, a gadget that allows the user to conceal themselves from Arc, so you can kind of run around and hold it in the air and Arc can't detect you. It's kind of cool. Kind of puts out a radio wave. These are for your zip lines. These are your radar hatch keys that you need to get into places or to exit very quickly. These radar hatch keys are vital in looting. Door blockers, so if you get into a place you want to keep somebody out. The other day I had a guy, he wanted to come into a place where I was looting, and I seen him running towards you. I hurry up and blockade the door so he couldn't get none of the loot, because this game initially is about loot. It's about looting as much as you can. Absolutely. So let's go back and let's check our inventory, and let's go to our workshop. So basically, now that you've seen the utility station, here's the gunsmith station. So these are where your blueprints really come in handy, like all your stuff that you can make for your guns, right? Your attachments, all the different guns you can make. I was able to get the patina, which was a pretty rare blueprint. That was awesome. And the bobcat, and the bobcat was actually given to me. The guy was like, "Hey, you want something?" I was like, "Yeah." He gave me the bobcat, off spray. Let's see, the Renegade, the Torrente, Ventilator. We got all these out of boxes, and it just goes on and on. It's a really good game, guys. It's a really good, a good game to, if you like looting, you like collecting, you like doing stuff like that, and you like fighting big ass monsters with heavy guns. It's a good game. So you can craft these weapons from your blueprints, okay? And then you have your, that's our gunsmith, and then you have your refiner, which gives you materials that you need for a certain weapon. So right now I have to level up my refiner to a level 2. So I need 3 motors, 4 arc circuits, and I need some more bombardier cells. So I gotta go kill a bombardier and get some more motors and some more arc circuitry. So I'm basically gotta go kill bombardiers to level that up. I think my gunsmith is max level. Yep. My utility station needs to level up. I need 3 more leapers. I can get the rest of the stuff, but I need 3 more leapers. Let's see, medical. Let's see, I think it's fully leveled up. Nope, I can level this up. I need antiseptic and some surveyor vaults. And let's see, my explosives I think is max level. It is. And my gear bench is max level. And the reason why I went for gear, explosives, and guns first was because I wanted to make sure that I can go fight these big ass arcs. And that's really what it's all about. Is going to fight these big arcs. So how do you get into the game? Alright, so once you got all that stuff situated and you figured out all of this, you have traders. So we went through our raider, which gives you our skill tree. It gives you our customization, so you can customize your build, like if you want, to look different, you know what I'm saying? You can kind of put these things on. And then the cool thing about it is you can earn these things through decks, right? So you can go to a deck and these are all earned in credit. So you can like earn these outfits and stuff through your cred. And this is your cred raider token you get for cred. And this is your cred right here, and this is your raider token. So this cred helps you buy this stuff that's in the decks. And once you max out your decks, there's a new deck and so forth. So you can get like different decks that give you different outfits and like stuff for your chicken, cosmetics. They're all cosmetics, they're nothing pay to win, but all that good stuff. So back to the raider. Oh, I switched his outfit. Okay, so basically this is the one I run with. So basically, you got these different cosmetics. I did buy this one because I liked it, so I wanted it, so I got it. So basically, you got this, and then that's your raider, and now traders. So if you make a large amount of coins, which are the things you get from completing missions, doing journeys, turning in loot, so in your inventory, when you go out and you loot things, you're going to pick up different items and trinkets, and you're going to sell them. So if you look at your categories, you got augments, which I don't have any right now. You got shields, which I have one. You got guns, which are the weapons that I have here. And then you got ammunition. Then you got weapon mods. You got quick use items, which are all your stuff you use really quick, defibrillators, stuff like that. You got the keys, so there's different keys around the map, and you use these keys to open these doors. So you just go open them. If you can survive with looting them, then you come out with the loot. This is all your crafting materials, the stuff that you need to craft is all right here. And this is pretty much what you're managing. And then your miscellaneous are trinkets. So for instance, I got this right here. I can sell this for 3,000. I can sell this. No, I don't want to sell my prickly pears, so I'm saving them to level up. My chicken. So those for 2,000. So that's how you get these coins. And once you get these coins, you can go in here and you can talk to like Taiwan, and she can sell you.
Well,
like say you want a quick loadout,
you
just could grab a gun. You know, you got some coins, you can grab a gun. You can even grab certain
time's yours
after
to waste.
completing missions with Taiwan under her quest.
For Dodger to disappear on me like
so
that,
this is a quest
either he's dead or he's dodging me,
items,
which would be a poor life choice.
These are the rewards, and from those rewards, you can basically get new blueprints that you can buy from her. So if you don't want to craft anything, you could just go to her and you can buy a gun. And for instance, you can, after you buy the gun, then you can go to like let's see, let's go back. You can go to like Celeste and you can use the seeds that Scrappy gives you.
A sight for sore eyes.
Right, and she'll sell you materials. So if you're missing certain materials that you need, instead of going to farm it because it's risky out there in Speranza.
I'm just happy we're no longer mixing in sawdust with the flour.
Basically farm. You don't have to farm. You can go and buy some of the stuff, the basic materials you need that'll break down into some stuff. And then also you can go to Shani, which is the lady who gives you most of the missions. And basically all this stuff she sells you, she can give you attachments for weapons.
9 times out of 10, a quiet radar means a broken radar.
So you only basically get this stuff if you use cred, okay? So you can buy instruments from Shani, you can buy firecrackers, diversions, weapon attachments, lock key, radar hatch keys, and also combat gear. So you can get a whole lot of that shit from the actual, from your NPCs. And then also into the clinic where you can go talk to Lance.
Come on in,
and
sit down, take your pants off.
Shields, he can give you sterilized bandages, he can give you combat kits, he can give you looting
fresh
kits,
out of lollipops, I'm afraid.
Shots, all that stuff. So he also has quests. Now when you level up these quests that they have for you, and then there's Apollo who does all your grenades and explosives. So this is where it's really cool, because if you level up these missions, they give you better shit you can
if you hear a faint ticking,
so here's a seeker grenade. So this is what I was saying, this is like the most coveted thing. You want seeker grenades. They take out arc very fast. And then let's see. Then there's all these different things. Raider flares, so if you die, it shoots up a flare. There's this grenade, the Trailblazer, emits fire. So there's all these different things you can use when in combat with the arcs and PvP players in order to make you successful. But right now, to go ahead and jump into the game, basically we've gone through our workshop, we've gone through our raider, we've gone through our traders, our decks, and our store is basically the store. You know, you go buy the stuff you want, you know, buy cool shit. There's some cool stuff about the store that, like, as far as aside from skins that you can use. I guess they say it's a little pay to win, but I don't know. I think that's because there's a website selling blueprints, which is, I think it's kind of crazy because the fun part of the game is farming blueprints, right? Now the HIVE gain antenna is something that you're going to use to level up, I guess, sturdy your base. It gives you rewards as well. So you want to bring back some arc coolant, thermal lining. Now initially you had to bring back some other items, and I filled that up already, so I'm on level 2. So level 3, I don't know what it is. It won't let me toggle through each one, but right now I need to find some vaporizer regulators. I don't know where they are, but I need to find them. I'm pretty sure they're inside of a big ass arc monster, and I'm gonna have to kill it. So let's do this. Let's open the party up. See if we can invite a friend, and if not, then we're just gonna run this thing solo, and we're gonna go into our loot runs in Buried City. So we're gonna start in Buried City, we're gonna do some loot runs here, and we're gonna knock some out there, then we'll move over to the damn battlegrounds, do a loot run there, and then we'll try to run one here at the Blue Gate, and then one at Spaceport. So well, we might not get the Spaceport, but we will run the Blue Gate battlegrounds in Buried City in this video, okay? So shoot, hour of power, and we are at 19 minutes, so let's get it. Looks like that US man is either in a match or he's playing, so I'm gonna go ahead and queue up. And right now you have 2 options when you queue up your destination. You can customize your loadout, meaning you can go through here and select what augments you want, what shields you want, and stuff like that, what weapon you want to use, and all that good crap. Or you can do like what I do when I want to go on a loot run, so I'm not costing myself anything to basically to run. I'm going to go with a free loadout. But mind you, a free loadout does not have a safe pocket, so it's 100% risk. What I usually do is start with the free loadout, and then I let it equip me with some things. It's always going to give you some health, it's going to give you some bandages, it's going to give you some shields, and then it's going to give you some a quick loadout with a gun and some pretty quick ammo. So we're going to run with that right now. Then we're going to run to our first location and try to see if we can sneak in there and come up on some stuff. So here we go. First run to Buried City. Let's load in. I always do kind of like this scene. This scene is really cool. So we're logging in, freeloading. So we are dropping in this Branza with a freeloading. And we're going to see if we can come up on some loot without dying is the mission. Right now it's a looting mission, so we just don't want to die. We just don't want to die. So before you do anything, you want to figure out where you are, and you want to say, okay, I have a mission and I want to loot. So the best places to loot in Buried City are Piazza Arbusto, the Santa Maria houses, and also over here next to the Santa Maria houses in this area right here, Old Town's Hatch. So right now it looks like we're closest to the Busto, so we're going to go there.
to that location.
We're going to try to get there as quick as possible, because there are other raiders out. And although they may be friendly, and let's turn our proximity on. They may be friendly, they still are going for the same loot. I had one guy get really mad because I was there and he was there and I still looted. And I was like, I guess I wasn't supposed to do that, but whatever. So we are in open mic so people can hear us. We can hear them. So if you put away your weapon, you can run a little faster. And this is why mobility and stuff is very important. See, there's some arc up there. That's called a snitch. That thing flying. I don't want him to see me. Look, that's a surveyor. He's gonna get away from me. He's gonna go to his friends. I don't have a way to kill it right now. Well, I am running with a freeloading. But the item I'm running with, the gun I'm running with, is not very strong yet. I would have to level it up. He kind of took me out of the way when I was trying to avoid him. And I missed my turn off down there. And I hope this doesn't run me into some arc, because I don't normally come down this back alley, but we'll see. No, we're good. Okay, we're good. Let's see. Fucking hate that dude. He's a bitch. Looks like somebody already got here, dude. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna see what they missed. Maybe they missed something. No, they pretty much wiped it out. So this is the initial, precursor of the game. Now that we've made it to our destination, we want to see if we got any loot here. No, they pretty much wiped it out. Usually a box here, it's not here. Okay, so we want to come up here and look around. We're just going to look around. We missed it, so what we're going to do is probably have to redo it again. So we're just going to leave and come back. So this is the Arbusto Church. And let's search here. Well, I'll take some rope. I need that for our zip lines. Usually boxes here. Well, there was really nothing here. Let's see there. I don't have a key for that. Let's go upstairs and see if there's anything up here. Nope. Usually there's a trinket there. Okay. Now, at this point, you got two options. You can run to the next location, which is probably already looted, because we are 14 minutes into the raid. So we are really late into the raid. So what I normally do is I'll start this raid over and get the heck out of here. So this guy is going to be a bitch. I think he just spotted us. I'm not going to be able to kill him. All I can do is really run from him. Let's see. He was already trying to kill me. Alright, now there's some balls that are going to come out down here when you're getting ready to exit. When you exit, you're always going to get contested by some type of enemy. Sometimes, if it's this late in the raid, people have already killed them, which probably looks like they have. Yeah, 100%. So I'm just going to go ahead and get out of here. And that's the good thing about the Augusto Church, that if you spawn in there, it's a little, there's always an exit right there at the transit station. So you literally just go down there and the transit's right there. Don't die here, though. You will never make it to the transit. And as you can see the timer here, there's only 2 minutes, 53 seconds left to use this. Once this closed, I would have to go to Plaza Rosa, or I would have to find another one over here at Western Station and do it before the time runs out. So this is pretty much a done raid. We didn't pick up Jack squat on the first one. So you're gonna get in here, hit exit to go, and get out of here. So now we're gonna try to see. Now that is your mission. That is the base of the game. That function I just did right there is the game for the first 100 hours, is you going to check out locations and making it home safely with what you have. And when you do, it's going to give you stats. It's going to tell you what you got. I got some rope. That's all I got. And basically, it's going to analyze it. You're going to say unload backpack. It's going to put it in your backpack automatically. And you're going to hit continue. And you're going to hit continue again. And then you're basically going to hit continue for your credit, and then that's going to be it. So I didn't get much from that run because I was logged into the raid pretty late. So let's requeue it and see what happens. So I usually go into my inventory and manage this, but I don't have to right now because I already am on a freeloading. But since we're in here and you get another shot at this point I try to add a few things to my weapon. So let's put that, let's put a stock on it. Okay, so let's go ahead. Or I need a stock. That's what I need. So I can do two things. I can go buy it really quick from my trader. I'm pretty sure she has it.
Gear up or get moving.
And I'll just do that.
Best gear in Speranza and beyond.
Oh, I bought the wrong thing. Dude. Okay, let's buy stock. Thank you.
Thanks for the coin.
Appreciate it. Okay, here we go. So now we locked in there, and we got that. Now we're gonna need a little bit more ammunition. So let's go back to Cayenne or Tien or
Out with it.
And she just always has attitude. So I'm gonna buy a few hundred rounds, a couple hundred rounds.
Still loitering? Try not to have too much fun with that.
You know what? Okay. You know what? She just has so much to say. And it gives me some smoke grenades, but let's get rid of those smoke grenades. I want something a little more lethal. So let's see what I got in here. I got some lures. These are really cool to get rid of the arc. If they're around you, we are running a freeloading. So let's go ahead and let's run that. And I can put some of this away. I don't need this much. I think that should be enough just for the freeloading until we get a little bit more effective in our runs. So let's try this again. Buried City, again, destination. We're gonna ready up. And no safe pocket, we don't care. So we're just gonna go. And we're literally going to fill up our bag and leave. That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to fill up our bag and then we're going to leave. And then after we fill up our bag and leave, we're going to do it again. And then we're going to go to the next spot and fill up our bag and leave. As we get more stuff, we're going to increase our bag size, increase our loot size, increase our barrel and then at that point, when you say, okay, I got enough loot, I got enough ammo, I got enough guns, I got enough gear, now let's go fight some arcs, and then we'll do that at the end of the hour. And I think right now we're still in the beginning of the hour. What were we at? Not sure. Yep, 30 minutes. Okay. So we should be able. Cool. It puts us here. So that means
let's move to that location.
This is Tianwen.
we can go to any of these two places. We're going to hit our booster again.
Let's move to that
We're just going to
location.
try to get to this place as fast as possible without being discovered. And hello, how are you doing? That was a fellow raider. Clearly friendly. Chittering. See, if you stop to do this, you'll fill up your bag with the wrong shit. Okay, so let's just get out of here. There's a guy up there flying. I didn't want him to get me. Praise the Lord so shit just got real. Don't know if we're gonna make it to that spot, guys. This might be a quick extract. Just try to eat this fucking guy. See if we can oh, dude, this might not be good. This might not be good for me. GG's. I got a free loadie and all those arc out there. Alright, okay. If I want to make it out of this place alive, I will go straight to the nearest transit metro.
Let's go to that metro.
It says it's 64 meters. Alright, we might still be able to make it, guys. Almost a wrap for us. Nobody's over there. Oh, it again. So, listen, the first 3 minutes, this place is already ridiculous. Nothing. Well, at least we didn't get dead. Oh, they left a gun. They must not have looted that box. Very nice. So we got a watch out of there. Got some bandages. I'll take bandages. We got a pharaoh. I'll take a pharaoh. Nice. And that's just because they missed a boss. Hopefully they missed a couple drawers up here. Sometimes they not very many drawers in there. Take a peek in here, see if I can Now, if you notice, even though I'm not getting anything, I'm still getting XP for scavenging. So if you don't get anything on the so take that trinket and so if you don't get anything, don't feel bad because you're still getting XP just for scavenging. Let's one more check here. Check the spot. Let's see. Looks like they got a kettle here. Mr. Copper Pot gets okay, so holy cow. How was he in there? The door was open. Let's not get caught slipping. See? Try to set me on fire. Alright guys, we gotta get out of here. Ooh, this guy just blew up. Oh shit. Alright, gonna hit the button.
Stand by for training. Okay, now here's where your health comes into play. You're gonna want to heal yourself after a fight really quick. A quick shield. Give you a shield recharge. It's gonna recharge your shield. I really don't have to heal for them. And then I'm gonna loot this before. Alright, so we're gonna reset this again. One more run here. And see if we can get to that room without testing it again. It doesn't look like it's gonna be very, wow. It just looks a little tough right now. It'll let me say that, okay? Alright, so back in Esperanza. We got all our stuff. Now it's calculating the things we did get. So we're gonna unload backpack. Unload backpack's gonna calculate all the stuff that we got there. Skip. See, yeah, we got a little XP from that. That's pretty good. We'll skip that. And then, boom. Now we're back. And we're ready. About to get in with the brand. Alright. So back at the spot. Now let's go to our inventory. So we did get a rattler, so everything got put into inventory. Then we're going to drop that. Matter of fact, I think I have alright, cool. Now we got a defib, we got that, but we don't have any shields, so let's go back. Let's go to our inventory, or let's go to our workshop. Let's make some shields really quick before we get out there again. Looks like I don't have the resources. Oh, I do. I got resources for, I don't, but I can acquire them. So you can use all these different materials to break down to make them. You just select one. I go to the bottom and I use the seeds because that goes straight from Celeste and it just makes it a lot easier. So looks like she only made me one. Give me 4 more, please. And no, I said I wanted 4. Thank you. All right, now if you got enough materials, you can do that. But if you don't, and that's why you can't. And that's why it's important to always hit up Scrappy. He's so full right now, I can't claim from him. So I'm going to have to do some more inventory management here pretty soon. But we're going to skip that for now. So we're going to go down in here and we're going to grab us some shields. Pop them in there and some heals. There's some heals. Put that one back. We'll put some shields in there. All right, now we got some shields. We got a defib just in case somebody goes down. We got some lower grenade to get people away from us, and we have a runner.
So, okay, so let's go back. We're going to go to the same spot, run number 3, and we're going to see what we are getting. It says, are you sure you're done packing? No safe pocket. Okay, so if you do want a safe pocket, what you want to do is you want to go to your augments, which we don't have right now, and you want to go to, so if you don't have them, you can do 2 things. You can go to your traders and you can buy one from Lance, which is like 6,000.
Come on in,
but you
friend.
can only do
You're
it
going to
one
love hanging
time.
out with me. I just know it.
One time. So you got one time to use this money, and then it's going to reset after a lot of time. So let's buy an augment. Okay, so
That's
we
the
got a
sort of
looting
purchase that makes me
MK2,
proud.
which is going to give us 22 slots in the slot, and it's going to give us more trinket space and everything like that. So
I was
let's
thinking
go
of
ahead
painting
and
the walls
upgrade that.
mauve.
We only do it
You
one
think
time.
mauve says
8
trustworthy
hours
medic?
until I can get another one from him like that. So you're going to want to take care of it. If you lose it, you're going to have to craft it, and then you're going to have to farm it and all that good stuff. So you're going to go to your augments, and you're going to pop that in there instead of the freeload. You're going to keep this shield. Let's repair that so that we're not running on a bad shield there. And then we got a few pieces of ammo. We got more slots now, so we should be able to farm a lot more if we collect something. We have a gun here that should get us through. We have some shields, augments to collect, and 2 safe pockets, which, so if we find something really important like a blueprint, or if we find a rare trinket item, excuse me, then basically you can pop them right into your safe pocket. So here we go. So let's go ahead and hit play. We're going to ready up. We're going to go back to Buried City one more time into that area. And we're going to go straight there, and we're going to see if we can get to that door and loot those boxes. So 3rd time's a charm, so let's see if we can get it. If you're liking the channel, make sure you subscribe to UDACO Gaming on all platforms. Everything. We are on anything you watch and everything that you stream. Arc Raiders. I like the game. At first it was kind of tough because you die a whole lot trying to get to a point where you can kind of figure it out. But hopefully this video helps people figure it out kind of a little quicker. If not, you know, just play the game like you're a kid, and you'll end up coming across and finding out stuff. And just read everything. I would encourage that. Read all what everything does. So once again, where are we at now? So we look like we're in the area of our 3rd location. It would be better to go straight to this breach house
Go to that location.
instead of Arbusto, because Arbusto's kind of far. So let's go ahead and go to that. Looks like we might make it there before anybody else does. Let's see. Because of where the map spawned us, this is the closest loot area that's going to render us some pretty decent loot. So let's get over here. Take the roof up a little bit. Here's some arcs squealing over there. Fucking bee-boops. Ooh, that drop there. But I'm trying to get here quick. So you look for that sign. It says Talia. Gonna roll in here. Now there are arc in here, so let's go ahead and heal. And I do heal now. Try to kill us. Somebody opened the door. So here's the breach room. Hopefully nobody's opened the door already. Let's see. So we breached that door. So we are in an empty room. Finally got it. So I can get in there. Okay, now. So you can use barricades and stuff to barricade this door so that you can't get in. And like it's really iffy. But let's see what we got. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Awesome. Defib. Okay. We got a shield and defib over there. What's up, bro? Friendly? Cat bed? Take that. What's up with it, bro? Friendly? Friendly? Got a trinket? Nice. One of those. Got a key. Awesome. Let's see. We're gonna go right over here to this. Start checking these drawers here. Ooh, rubber ducky. Okay, we'll take that. We'll take another rare item. So now we are gooping, in the words of Bird King. So let's see. Oh, loaded tuna. I'll take that. Take another key. Trinket. I don't need the tape. I get that. Ready for me. Okay. Let's see. Oh, nice showstopper. Another rubber ducky. We'll leave that. Let's see if you can check this. Oh, we'll take that battery. We'll take that gas. Nice.
Alright, my bad.
What's up with the bros? What's up with the bros?
Nothing, chilling, girl. You in that room upstairs?
Yeah, I'm in it right now.
Yeah.
Already. So right now, we still got some room. So let's put that in our safe pocket. Let's put our key in our safe pocket. We have 2 keys. There's still keys. Matter of fact, I'll put both keys in our safe pocket because we want to keep those. And just in case we do die. Now, best thing to do is extract. So we want to go right to Stella Rosa.
Let's go to Plaza Rosa.
We got some loot. We want to get the hell out of here. And we want to make it back with just a little bit more than what we had the last time. So we're going to go right out here. We're going to check our gun and take that fuck off. There's a B-boop. You hear that? B-booping. B-boop. B-boop. Fucking B-boop. Extraction point. Here it is. Alrighty. There's the up there. Avoid it because we're not quite ready to start fighting yet. So let's go ahead and call Metro. If we get a surprise, I kind of in this area. I like to go up here, hide in this corner. And if I get any enemies like hostile players or any type of B-boops, I will take them out from this corner. And make sure you're using your switch button, your camera switch button. So like we're flush right on this wall, so that would be the best way to look here. If we're on that wall, we want to go this way. Yo, what's up, Philly B? Are you gooping? Friendly gooper? You a friendly gooper? Friendly gooper?
Oh, friendly gooper. Yep.
Friendly gooper. Okay, buddy. Just making sure. I died too many times to people in this game.
I completely understand.
Oh shit, it's a B-boop. B-boop.
Oh shit, sorry.
B-boop. Did you bring him with you, dude?
No.
Are you sure? Because he came when you came.
My bad.
It's like you let the fly in.
My bad.
Stay dangerous, brother. So now we have successfully extracted with a few trinkets, a few items in front of our backpack. The screen's going to change a little bit. It's going to show us a little more. Alright, so we got a few things. We're gonna unload our backpack. We got a few trinkets, a few rare items. That was a good run. I would consider that pretty good. I would take that. I didn't get a gun, I didn't get a blueprint, but we did get some rare items, and we got some shields, a rubber ducky, we got some stuff to make some money on. So if you notice, we got some more XP. Alright, cool. Ramping up here, guys, is what we're doing. We're ramping up. Alright, so we're going to go to our inventory. So we are going to sell these rubber duckies for 2 keys. Some of this stuff you don't want to sell because you want to use it, right? So I want to keep this showstopper because I'm going to use that. We're going to go ahead. We can recycle or sell the power banks. I'm going to just go ahead and sell it. I need the dough. I'm going to go ahead and sell that dartboard for 2,000. That was good. Bloated tuna, 4,000. I'll take that. And that is how you get your in-game currency. So, you know, this dog collar we don't need anymore. You need a dog collar. These are pretty good. You need to keep them to level up your chicken. So on your first level, in order to level him up, you're going to need a dog collar. So right now I need these items, but first you're going to need a dog collar. So that's what that was good with that. So we're going to keep that. We can recycle that. Actually, no, we want to keep it. So we're going to have to make room in our inventory to keep it. So let's sell a couple of these trinkets that we got from the last run. Sell that. Sell that watch. 3,000. Nice. So this is why we loot. It's for the rare trinkets, right? Let's sell that. Even though it's expensive, to sell it. We're going to keep those. We're going to sell this for 3,000. Nice. And then we're going to keep that there. We're going to keep this showstopper. We got some ammo. Okay, we're going to keep our keys. Get those out of our safe pocket. So now we're in a situation where we're low on space. Stuff we want to keep. So we just want to get rid of some stuff we don't really need. Sell that. Okay. Now I'm going to stash this key. I'm going to sell this. All these trinkets are for sale. So all these things in this slide are for sale. And we already got a cat bed, so we don't need that. So boom, now we're back to a clear loadout. So again, we're gonna go. Now, let's just try. We're gonna be in Buried City for a while, but we just went to the second breach room and we were able to get there fast enough. Let's see if it puts us in a position to get to the Plaza Arbusa. Because if we can get to Plaza Arbusa, that would be epic. Here we go. We are departing. Yeah, I'm swaggy. I'm swaggy as fuck. Hello. Swaggy as fuck. You heard me? Alright, let's see where it put us this time. Wow, on the Old Town Ruins, we are close to the Arbusto.
Go to the Arbusto Tower.
Let's see how fast we can get there, doggies. We are not far. We might be able to get to this breach room first. It's my favorite breach room. That was nice. That was a snitch pop you heard there. Alright, we might be able to get there. He ran out of stamina. Jeez. We're gooping, we're gooping, we're gooping, we're sharing, we're gooping. Hey, how you doing? How's it going, friend? Anything good? Oh, what do you got? Ooh, a power surge cell. Thank you. And a ducky. Oh, snap, a beep-boop, 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 beep-boop. Got it. Oh, I can't get in here. I can't open that. So I don't know how to open it. She scored all the weapons. Shit. Shit. Freaking B-boops, man. I'm not ready. I'll take some arc cells. We didn't get much from that run, but it's okay. Like I said, it's all about being able to get back to the destination and collect your XP over and over again without dying is the point. So we'll try this again and we'll just see where it puts us. In the meantime, watch out for the B-boos. Let's get on up out of here. We'll try this one more time. Then we'll go to the dam. And for the last part of the video, I'll show you guys the dam. Awesome. We made it back again. This is like 4 successful runs. We got a bunch of XP. We did get a bunch of loot. We scored 1 gun on the Fiero, but no blueprints yet. But this is the game until you get to a point where you're strong enough to run around with enough weapons that kill the arc, all the arc. I do like that I got a wolf pack. This is an awesome pickup right here. So it's a grenade that shatters into multiple homecoming missiles and each one targeting arc, dealing explosive damage on impact. We're going to load that in. We are going to load that in. Build up. And we are going basically so 3 minutes left, y'all, and that is almost the hour. So I am going to stop here. If you guys want to watch the next one, when I do this again, make sure you guys tune into the channel, tune into the page. But we are going to stop it right here because we are basically at our hour, and I hope you guys had a great time watching. And this is what I learned playing the Arc Raiders video game for 90, almost 100 hours now, because we've been on this for an hour, so it was like 98, 99. So this is what I learned after 100 hours of playing Arc Raiders. I hope you guys had a great time. Like, follow, subscribe to my page for more. And we will catch you on the flip side. Peace.